the Middle Ages, Saturn was called the Grim Reaper, a scary figure of death. But today we have quite a different view of this planet. Hello, my name is Laurence Hillman and I'm your host for PlanetPlays. I bring you astrology for the savvy. Today we're talking about the astrological meaning of the planet Saturn and what it means for you. When you see pictures of planets, Saturn is easily recognized because of the rings that surround it. The 7 rings of Saturn were discovered in 1610 by Galileo. The number 7 has been associated with Saturn for thousands of years because besides the 7 rings, Saturn is the 7th astrological planet in distance from the Earth. Saturday, or Saturn's Day, is also the 7th day of the week. Saturn goes around the Sun about once every 30 years. This slowness of Saturn relates to our own slowness and our ability to be patient and measured. All mastery takes patience and time and a long-haul approach. Skills take years to develop and competence is honed over a lifetime. Your inner Saturn knows this and is that part of you that keeps focused on your task when necessary. What are you really good at? What have you practiced and refined during your life? Here is where you find your inner Saturn's abilities. Nothing comes easily under Saturn. Your accomplishments must be earned, and once you earn them, you deserve them. Our Saturn naturally demands respect. We can understand why experience and the later part of life belong to Saturn. Wisdom goes with wrinkles, and experience can be written in our faces. Here is where we really see Saturn. Saturn is also the keeper of time. If you have a hard time being on time, or if time keeps getting away from you, or if you just can't seem to find the time of day well, then your Saturn may just be a little bit out of alignment. Time can also feel like a threat, like you're running out of time, or that there is never enough time. Your relationship to time is shown by your inner Saturn, your natural clock, and timekeeper. There are rules about time. You can't go back in time, and you can't jump ahead into tomorrow. As the guardian of time, Saturn reminds us of the rules and how we must play by them. Saturn's rings can become a symbol of commitment. We agree to a set of rules when we commit to something or someone. Commitments are a way of accepting certain limitations and privileges. Our commitment to ourselves allows us to set goals. We strategically work our way towards these goals as we gather experiences and credits for our hard work. This is never easy. Many of us, when we focus on a goal, feel like we're missing out on all the fun out there. When we feel limited or locked in by Saturn, then we can feel closed off from the world and depressed. Saturn energy can at times feel depressive. As a practicing astrologer for over 40 years, I have noticed that of all the 10 astrological planets, people are the least comfortable with their Saturn. They say to me that they don't like rules or discipline or the narrow focus that their inner Saturn requires of them. However, this usually occurs when they are not working with Saturn, but rather fighting the rules imposed by others. Yet, without their inner Saturn, nothing would ever get completed or accomplished. Saturn allows us to aim high and to climb slowly, carefully, and in a sure-footed way to the top. There are no shortcuts with Saturn. So how do you work with Saturn? You start by asking yourself 2 questions. The first question is, what are the rules I want to abide by and commit to as I go forward in my life? Rules have value. Saturn teaches us, even if we don't like them, rules lead to accomplishments and allow us to be disciplined. The second question you ask is, how have I framed my life? Once you recognize the parameters you have set for yourself, you then recognize the power of limitations and the power of having choices. A choice is a decision and a commitment to follow certain rules. Just imagine how far your discipline can take you. When you focus on yourself, you develop the ability to focus on others. So what we learned today is that Saturn does not have to feel like you are imprisoned or handcuffed. When Saturn was associated with death in the Middle Ages, it was especially the sense of limits and endings that led to this reputation. Yet, limits are not a bad thing. In a world with near limitless options and possibilities, we can only take in so much. We can strategize the time we have and get advantage of the freedom we get when we focus our attention on what we deem important. Thanks to psychology, we no longer need to be literal about the planets as we connect them to human behavior. This is a gift to us all. We can learn that limits can set you free, and when we accept that we cannot do everything in one lifetime, we can learn to master what we set our sights on. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time on PlanetPlays, this is Laurence Hillman, and now you know.